this theory up here on our screen right here changed my life. This is the thing that made attachment and emotional regulation make sense to me as a psychologist, and I didn't learn it until I was at the Children's Hospital. This is a group out of Seattle. They've written a couple of books. Their most recent one is Raising a Secure Child, it's called. Cooper, Hoffman, Marvin. They're really quite fantastic, 4 old guys, clinicians, social workers, who have come up with this theory called the circle of security. And what they did is take Bowlby's theory and made it really usable. They said, we got to help teenage mamas understand the importance of emotional regulation and teaching their babies how to regulate emotion. How do we teach them that? Yeah? So they came up with this program called the circle of security, and this is the diagram that they use and we use all the time, because it just makes it make sense. They've taken Bowlby's theory and they said, I want you to think about it like hands in the circle. Okay, so as an attachment figure, including if you're a parent, a teacher, a coach, you become an attachment figure to these babes in your care. And they say, I want you to think about you being hands in a circle. So your bottom hand is what Bowlby called the safe haven, and the top hand is what Bowlby called the secure base. Our job is to be hands in the circle as kids get emotionally dysregulated again and again and again and again. Okay? He said, I want you to think about taking a 3-year-old to the park. If you've ever done this before, you know what I'm talking about. So just imagine if you haven't. But you're in the car on the way there. Your lid is on, their lid is on, their bucket is filled, whatever other friggin' analogy you want to use, but everybody is calm, yeah? You get out, and as you sit down at the park bench, you are hands in the circle for this baby. Where you want them to be is at the top of the circle, because at the top of the circle, their lid is on. They're exploring from that place of security in that secure base. They're being launched. You become their biggest fan. You go, babe. You're good. They're going to check back. Is this safe? I'm trying to wonder, do you got me? Yes, I do. Go, 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 go. You're fine. As an educator, where you want your kids in the classroom to be is at the top of the circle, because that is where curiosity lives. That's where I have access to everything I've ever learned. So I can look around and start to make assessments about, are those kids safe to play with? They look really cool. Look at the sky is blue. Is that a rock? I think I love twirly slides. There's a twirly slide, yeah? I can think about those things because I have access to everything that I've ever had experience with on twirly slides and blue skies and kids with nice eyes. Yeah? So I can use everything in my prefrontal cortex to do that and explore, and I can add more things into my way of being because I have my prefrontal cortex available for that. So your babe goes out on the top of the circle, they're exploring their world, they get on the top of this twirly slide and they fall off. Yeah? What happens to their lid? It flips. Yeah. I am now distressed. I can't stay calm on my own. I'm going to go into fight or flight. And I'm going to need somebody to assist me in that process. So they come back in to the bottom part of the circle. They're seeking a bottom hand on how to regulate emotion, right? They come into the safe haven. A number one sort of tell around a flip lid looking for a bottom hand is the fire engine, you know, and yeah? My lid is flipped, I'm dysregulated, I'm coming back into the bottom part of that circle, right? So as the mom or as the dad or as the whoever, you're sitting there, you're like, let me see, baby, come here. Come here. You kiss, you put a Band-Aid on. Band-Aids work really good for your husband. You do whatever you need to do to assist in that process so that they will then go to the top of the circle. Yeah? Sometimes at the bottom of that circle, they are ready to go before you are ready to let them. Fair? You see this all the time at kindergarten drop-off. Mm-hmm. They are good. They're giving the full charge wiggle. Yeah? Yeah? Because they're cueing you that they are ready to explore on the top of their circle, and sometimes, given our own stories or our own trauma, we're not ready to let them go. Okay? That's how miscues happen. That's how kids start to, anyway, we'll talk about that another day. But that bottom part of the circle, Bren, when I regulate you, I'm going to give you a kiss. You're fine, baby. Go, go, go. They can then go to the top of the circle. Yeah? They go to the top of the circle and they explore again, and they find something that is so friggin' amazing that they flip their lid. They are so excited. See, flipping your lid is not only when you're really distressed, it's also when you're really happy. Yeah? I need somebody to make sense of this world for me. I'm just so excited. Dad! What, baby? Let me see. I found a dinosaur tooth! No. I was going to say shut up. You probably shouldn't say shut up. No. Let me see. And so they show you and you delight in them, and they say, yes, we'll show mom, let's put it in the diaper bag. You damn straight we will, they say. Out to the top of the circle they go, right? Because you've regulated, you've made sense of that excitement. This is very exciting, you did a good job. Huh? And so this circle happens again and again and again and again in the course of a day. Now that you know about the circle, you will see it happening everywhere you go. Walmart, the dentist office, on a street corner. Kids come in all the time to check with their regulating other so that they can go and explore.